When you say bad Vice, how bad?
In terms of actual like what's out there, they're pretty secretive about it. They keep off the radar, and there's not a lot of people that are willing to go out there to determine, hey, what's going on. So exact details is nothing more than, and this is one thing that uh, Truthsayer may have seen on the news, is recently a spirit just got out of control out of Barstow and wrecked the town. Normal summoner spirits usually get out of control; they're not too much of a problem. Summoning around stuff in Barstow is it's bad, and PCC technically prohibits it except for specially sanctioned summonings to summon anything in Barstow or, well, technically the Mojave, but no one polices the Mojave. No one.
Does it make them wish for a nuclear winter?
No.
Alright, so there's a difference between, like, the sort of, like, the spirit havoc that goes on in, like, the awakened, like, Pasadena area and the holy shit, this is off the fucking rails in Barstow. If a spirit gets loose.
Yeah. The normal dealings with, hey, spirits are dangerous creatures, or we don't know much about them. That's true everywhere. With Barstow, it's dangerous creatures, and they end up kind of superpowered and angry. So don't deal with spirits out in Barstow or any of the Mojave.
Okay. Okay. Certainly not something, Crusader was planning anyway. He knew there was a reason why he didn't like spirits.
Now he's gonna have more reasons.
Absolutely.
Oh, I didn't realize we'd actually left for Barstow yet. We were just doing area information about it.
But yeah, 3 o'clock is when you'll get there. Give or take. You'll give a call to the Mr. Johnson.
Yes.
After a
Hayes, as
couple
he
of times
introduced
of
himself.
calling that, after a couple of times of calling that, he'll tell you to call him Hayes. It's deal with enough Johnsons. They don't want to fucking deal with anymore. Um, Barstow
Alright.
itself's pretty plain town. It's now it's well, it always has been mostly just a stop over to L.A., Las Vegas. I mean, um, it's controlled by the PCC fairly heavily, and you'll notice mixed with the normal PCC security, their standard police uniforms, you'll see a lot of PCC military uniforms. Um, Buildings there are plain, just brick and mortar, ugly, utilitarian. It's very plain looking when you actually get to it, and it's just this little shithole sticking out in the middle of the desert.
In that case, Crusader's gonna ask Vice and Twitch, since they're the ones who know best, like, what's up with all the security here? I figured that'd be further south, closer to the Aztlan border.
I can roll for that.
Go ahead and roll area knowledge or anything else that you've got that might be more relevant.
All I would
Don't
have
know.
is security design. So maybe that would have an effect. If it doesn't, I have nothing else to roll.
Politics,
security?
PCC.
No, I don't have that.
I think someone does. Whoever
Well,
has that can roll it.
I have PCC security protocols.
That would be good, and the security design would also be helpful, but
I've got politics,
the information
PCC.
will be different.
Yeah, that's why
Yeah,
Aaron
go
said
ahead and
that.
roll.
Aaron himself has politics, PC.
Yep. Any knowledges you've got, go ahead and roll now. And just mark them so I know what they are, like so I know what information they'll give you. And you can go ahead and roll multiple knowledges if you have multiple relevant knowledges that you think are relevant.
I will roll music. Guess I do have something to roll in regards to this.
Vice's security protocols, you won't get a lot from that. You won't really get anything from that. In terms of how they set it up, they're in terms of what they're actually doing, it seems security's more military-esque, but not too much higher than normal. But that's mostly guesswork. Coyote security design, security's military-esque, and it's not too tight. Maybe a little tighter than normal, but not too tight. Like it's not like they're locking down the town or anything. It's just patrolling it heavily. Vice's area knowledge, I'll get to that. Politics, PCC, Twitch will probably get almost nothing from. The parazoology will come back. Okay, so that area knowledge you'll get it's the Mojave. It's dangerous shit. There's all sorts of, and this is something that that Truesayer will be able to confirm. There's all sorts of air critters and things that when the awakening hit, Mojave came to life. There is stuff living out there, out in the sands. You'll be able to, Truesayer won't be able to tell too much about what's actually out there, other than there's more than normal paracritters.
Okay.
Might list gamma spiders and things like that, but in terms of details of what's actually out there, a lot of stuff. No death claws.
Damn it.
Vice will also be able to tell you that it's mostly the fact that it's in the Mojave that's it's military-esque control. It's not that it's not for like policing or anything. It's in case spirits get out or things like that, in case shit goes wrong, because it's shit's going wrong.
So all of the presence here from the PCC isn't so much Aslan, although of course they're a concern, or maybe even gangs, but just due to the dangers present in spirits and paracritters.
Yeah.
All right. That's comforting.
When you actually get there and give Hayes a call, he'll again tell you not to call him Mr. Johnson, just call him Hayes. Say meet up on the. He'll give you just a location just outside of town, just right outside this first off ramp, and directions that way. And when you drive up there, there'll be a just essentially some asphalt that's been poured out, and it looks like someone was expanding this direction and just didn't finish. So there's a little half parking lot. Sorry about that. There's a little half parking lot, and just on the side of a shitty building, run down, abandoned, and you'll see Hayes, average height for an elf. Not exactly particularly handsome or noteworthy anything. Blonde, sort of rough hair, jeans and t-shirt. Very average looking. Smoking. Honestly looks somewhere between annoyed and pissed off. But other than that, nothing really noteworthy about him. He'll watch you pull up, get out, and just stand there watching you as you're all stepping out.
Okay. I suppose it might be worth a more sort of like detailed like perception thing for my character. I guess I want to like observe not just my surroundings but him as well. Like many people, like like he might be a runner, And although he might have gotten a recommendation from Nohemi about him being worthy while on a job, or at least we could trust him enough to be able to go through with the job. But, our types are always pretty good at hiding something just beneath the surface, which might be worth a perception roll.
Yep, everyone that wants to can go ahead and make a perception roll.
Is this a visual test?
It can be whatever
Yes,
kind
this
of
will be a-
perception you'd want to, I guess.
If you're trying to listen to him, you can make for that too. But you can smell him. But unless you actually want to get up to him and start sniffing him, you're gonna be at taking a few minuses for being at a distance.
You can taste him. Good job.
I'm also
Good job,
going to,
Crimson. Damn.
If it's okay, I'm also going to roll a Judge Intentions for the upcoming whole conversation. Just in advance.
Okay.
And I can roll that just to you if you want.
Yes, that one. Go ahead and roll just to me,
I
and
guess
then make sure to double check to set your roll mode back.
will also be worth making the sensing test, because that's not difficult for me to do. Yay. Damn it, so I can't tell whether he's a technomancer. Son of a bitch.
So everyone but Vice will be able to tell fairly easily that he's sensing you. Sort of phased out eyes, and sort of just eyes pulling back into focus. I think you get everything with a 4, except for like the really esoteric stuff.
Yeah, I don't get Deltaware implants or gene treatments. I don't get nanotech. I don't get an accurate diagnosis of any disease or toxins which affect him. And if he's a technomancer, I wouldn't get that either. But I do get presence and location of BioWare implants and below, as well as BetaWare cyber implants and below. Exact essence, magic, and force. He's got,
Essence is okay. Essence is 6.
Okay.
Magic is 2.
All right.
You'll notice his aura seems to be there's something else mixed into it, but with 4 successes, you can't tell what that is.
Okay.
It's just there's something tied into his aura. It's hard to pinpoint because it's not something you've ever seen before, but it's like something else is inside him, like. Maybe there's some other creature inside him, but it's not. Normally with that, you'd see like a specific outline of a creature, but it's just literally tied straight into his aura.
Okay. I'd get any astral signatures present on him. Does he have any of those present on him?
No active spells, no active foci, no nothing like that I can think of that he has on him.
Okay.
No, nothing.
All right. And general emotional state.
Surly.
All right, that works.
A surly Shadowrunner?
And
How odd.
I'll be able to recognize his aura in the future if I have need to try to spot it again. Good.
And that'll be he'll be standing there and actually smoking, and assuming none of you speak up first, his cigarette's mostly finished, but he'll finish it off and drop it on the ground, stamp it out, offering a handout, saying Haze.
Crusair will return the gesture. Crusair.
He'll go ahead and offer his hand to each of you in turn.
Vice roll.
Coyote will stare at it for half a second because he doesn't do much shaking hands, but he'll shake it and nod. Say, Coyote.
Vice will do the same. Vice.
Twitch will shake his hand. Roxy. But call me Twitch when we're on the job.
He'll take a deep breath, sigh, say, well, short is I got some money, and I've got a thing I gotta do. I'm looking for information out in the Mojave. Uh, can offer 30K, 5K a piece, and 10,000 for equip if you need it. You should be able to buy most stuff, anything that you think that you'd want here in the Barstow. Um, the desert's bad. I don't have enough equipment for everyone to well, stay alive out there. So pack up what you want specifically. If you don't know what you're looking for, I got a couple of kits that or well, I've got a store nearby where it sells a couple of kits. That'll be good.
How far are we going out into the Mojave?
I don't know. I'm looking for information out in the Mojave. I'm looking for information on some spirits, but exact details of what's out there, I don't know. I guess unless you can tell me something more, there's not a lot of people that know what's going on out there, and essentially my job to check it out. Any other questions?
Yeah, I
Won't
was
be more
told you
than
were going to provide a vehicle of some sort for us to go out there.
Um, he'll tap the car behind him, which you'll notice is a beat up old. It looks like a Rover. The wheels look reinforced. It's spotty between being really beat up and shitty in some places. Like most of the body's really bad looking, dented, scraped. At least a dozen paint jobs. But the wheels look brand new. Shiny, very nice, very high quality. Um, you'll notice that headlights, and you'll know a lot of sensors are placed in sort of that region. The headlight, the front, looks like it's been completely pulled out and replaced. It looks like someone was going for something utilitarian and got some really nice stuff and just sort of stayed into some shitty body that known to work well.
Yeah, Coyote will not hide the fact that he approves of what he sees. He'll say, does it have any racks for drones, or do I need to just dump what I have in there if we have space?
Didn't have any racks set up for drones. Didn't know what kind of team I was going to get.
Coyote will nod. He'll just say, well, I guess all that's left for me is to get one of those kits you're offering, and then I'm good to go. I don't know about the rest of them.
Yeah. Crusader will sort of quirk his head and say, "The job out into the spirit paracritter infested Mojave certainly couldn't have been easy to try to find any sort of veteran team skilled and capable enough to, and crazy enough to go out there looking to mess with spirits, particularly given the reputation this area has for them into all the PCC's military."
Well, I've been looking to get a team together for a while, but I'm just looking for someone to watch my back. It's nothing. It shouldn't be anything that's too hard. So, just been waiting for someone to pick up.
While, in that case, I imagine there's not a whole lot of supply for teams who are willing to come out here into such a dangerous area for you, even if it'll only be for a few days.
There's always someone willing to do stuff for money. Huh? You know that back in Seattle.
That's true, but there's a difference between a group who's willing to do anything for money and a group that can actually help you get the job done.
Well,
You certainly wouldn't take a bunch
either
of gangers from the Redmond Barrens out here to try to watch your back.
enough of them. If things go really horrible and it's a bunch of dumb gangers, can always just drive off. They're gonna do something stupid.
Sure, they know how to fry a spirit, a hellhound.
Eh, there's always someone. I'm in no rush. If you're not looking for small work, not looking for small work, but if you want, another side I can offer is contact to someone higher up. Um, a friend of mine, a big friend, if you're looking for big work after this, but um, just something small I need to do out here.
All right, all right,
I'm on no time limit, so
okay. Crusader will be content with that.
You want help with anything other than just keeping you alive?
not as far as I know, but details of what I know is scarce. I'm looking for the short of what I'm looking for is what's out there, what's happening, and keep me alive while I'm looking for that. And if I need help with finding out what's happening, help me. But I shouldn't.
Alright, I can play bodyguard.
Weiss will just shrug.
All right. In that case, with you see, he said he is fronting a total of 10,000 for the purpose of buying supplies in Barstow before we head out to the Mojave.
Yep.
All right. It's actually going to be shouldn't take too long, especially since none of the items I'd want to purchase have a problematic sort of availability thing. Certainly.
The minimum I'll say you'll have to, and he'll, tell you you're stupid if you don't want to, is a desert survival kit for each of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Which is on page 54 of Arsenal, along with all the other desert survival stuff. And that runs a base of 200 Nuyen each. Availability of 4. So no rolling required.
Alright, I'll add that to my sheet.
Good.
Same here.
And go ahead and add that 2,500 to each of your characters individually right now, so that way you guys can determine what exactly each of you want to take.
Okay, will do.
How much individually?
2,500.
2,500, Jordan.
Math is hard.
Okay, it's no requirement for math. You're getting 2,500 Nuyen. Right now.
Math hard.
And anything that's related to desert gear or anything like that's gonna be right here in Barstow.
Considering the proximity of the serious desert.
Yeah. If you're
Do they have a sat link?
I'm sorry, I did not hear that.
Do they have a sat link?
Yeah, there'll be a satellite link in Barstow.
I mean a portable one that I can buy. Like, that you can plug into a comm link or whatever.
Yeah, anything. Pretty much anything that's normally available. It's a big enough town.
Alright, well, I'm definitely going to grab one of those as well.
Yeah, so long as you're not exceeding like a 6 or maybe even up to 12 if it's relevant availability, it'll be right here in Barstow. And you'll be able to get everything and look up everything within the hour, unless you're looking for something strange or esoteric.
Cool. Really, I've been eating a satellite uplink for a while now.
In all actuality, I think I'm actually interested in, for the desert survival equipment, buying the entirety of the listed provisions as is located within Arsenal. at least all of that. That would be 2015 new yen. None of those have an availability. As well as, I suppose, several days worth of, I guess, like Nutrisoy bars and bottled water.
I'll assume that you buy some Nutrisoy and bottled water, not good stuff, but that'll be covered under your lifestyle.
Okay. All right, that's good. In that
Yeah,
case,
that
yeah.
answers my question.
In that case, it looks like I'm going to spend 2015 new yen to cover those items. Because none of those have an availability higher than... only the desert suit has an availability higher than 8. Of 8, rather. And none of those items are forbidden or restricted. Go ahead and add all those, since with the desert suit, I can't use my normal armor. Woohoo!
I think all Vice is going to buy is a desert survival kit.
The richest man on the team.
Coyote's going to be very, very interested in the solar still, but he's not going to buy it. Especially if he sees Truthsayer buy it. He figures, well, you know.
Actually, he'll also buy a desert tent. That seems like a good purchase.
And snake mesh socks.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Yeah, he'll buy that as well. Can always use a nice pair of socks.
Alright, so Twitch is buying a desert survival kit, a desert tent, a thermal airbag, a pair of snake mesh socks, and that satellite uplink for her comm.
Okay, just go ahead and tell me when everyone's decided what they're looking for.
I'm good to go, but other people have stuff to do.
Oh, we'll
Yeah,
need...
that was my full list.
Yeah. You'll need to edit your statistics. Say, for example, like I will. I'll have to shave off almost all my armor for the desert suit. Because you can't wear... you can't be worn with armor or anything but loose, non-restrictive clothing. So even like the form-fitting bodysuit wouldn't work.
I'm not getting the desert suit.
I was making a clarification, Georgian.
I'm sorry.
Not accusing you of it.
Yeah, even your normal, like day-to-day armor would be too heavy for it. It impact its usefulness. So I think that was 3 people that said that they were done. I didn't catch who didn't mention they've got everything they wanted.
Yeah, I was still looking. I did say I was done, but I'm thinking maybe a desert tent and a thermal airbag might be a good idea, just in case. It's only extra $550 after all, and then I'll be done.
And I think in addition to that, I'll buy some water purification tablets just in case. Those are each 5 new yen. Buy 2.
Doesn't the desert survival kit come with water purification tablets?
Might lose the desert survival kit. It does. I guess I wouldn't need to buy them. Wouldn't need to buy them extra. All right, fair. That's good thinking there, Jordan. You did a good job. already have that stuff with me. Alright, let me go ahead and strip off my armor. Well, I don't actually have it. It'll be fine. I know how to do my resistance tests. I'm a Fremen warrior, everyone. I need some blue contacts. Maybe I'll buy some blue contacts here.
We can just add that in post.
Okay. That's good. Maybe every desert suit comes with a set of blue contacts for free.
Question. Would the protective covers on the cyber eyes make goggles basically a moot point?
I
If not, I'll just pick up the goggles.
I don't think so. I think your coverage wouldn't include like grain getting underneath them and things like that, like underneath your eyelids.
Would my
Right, because the protective covers aren't like the mirror shades from Neuromancer. They're like... Okay.
Yeah.
Nictating membranes is, I think, what they're called.
Yeah.
Right.
So, how the protective shields work aren't quite what Molly wears.
Right.
Would Vice's goggles be count for? Would they cover that because they have flare compensation and everything?
Do you have glasses or goggles?
I have goggles.
Okay, they may be a little bit like a point or something less than what like a desert dedicated ones would be. Like they won't be quite as good, but they'll still be useful.
Yeah, given what you told Aaron, Coyote will buy those as well. I thought maybe a Cyber Eyes wouldn't need that, but nah.
But if anyone not done?
Nope, I've got everything.
Vice be finished.
Oh, and I suppose one more thing. This is on page 55, a radiation film badge. Just in case.
Whenever you're done, go ahead and copy your tokens, or in the case of drones, all your tokens, and go ahead and move them to the new map that's open. It's where I'm putting the koala.
Okay. Radiation film badge. God forbid we walk around here in the fucking desert and find some sort of fucking radiation, depot that we never knew about. That sounds terrible. That'd never happen, right?
Yeah, go ahead and also zero your size, and there's just something sitting in the middle of all the sand.
Shotgun.
Oh, except your rover. Your rover's
Yeah, I was just
probably
about to
not
delete that. It was just in with everything else when I brought it over.
Actually gonna go ahead and add all the desert equipment that I just bought onto my token. I'm a professional. Edit size down to 0. Yay. So, where we are sort of on the outskirts, is there actually any background count?
No, the background counts mildly 0 for right now.
Okay.
Barstow, the background count's not really the problem out here. It's something with the spirits.
Okay. It's not so much the background other than the wild fluctuations, which would result in apparently driving spirits crazy for whatever reason that spirits won't explain.
Won't or can't.
Yeah. I'm sure someone's tried asking a spirit at some point. The spirit's like, "Rrr, rrr, rrr, rrr." Let me move my token down there. Rabbit. Good job, Java.
Is that where Coyote's writing?
Yeah, just on the hood. No problem.
They see me rolling.
We'll assume that all of your drones are somewhere inside the car.
Yeah.
So, as you're finishing up your shopping and getting back to the car, you'll probably catch the tail end of quick shots fired. Couple of police, well, military actually, rolling off to one side of town, and assuming any of you pay attention, you'll see a quick few people in. They look like um, hmm, motorcycles, but like dirt bikes, driving through town, yelling, screaming something, like some kind of gang attack. But before any of you get a chance to butt in, it'll be off, driving off to the other side of town. You've been walking around town doing your shopping, because, well, each of you need to go different places, different times, things like that. So none of you will get a chance to get involved with it. But any of you that have any area knowledge will probably recognize the Zani, the sort of Anglo-ish, tribal-ish gang that does stuff in the Mojave, around the desert, sort of this region. Pretty big group, details unknown, other than the vast majority of them are descendant from Anglos that didn't leave post the formation of the NAN, the Native American nations. So, some racial tension, but it's not even really racial at this point anymore. It's sort of cultural more than anything else. But a dangerous bunch of people. But none of you will actually manage to get involved with that. Get back to the car. Hayes, was everyone ready to go? Get your stuff loaded up. Tells Coyote that his rover will be safe here. It's not too much danger, as long as you keep it locked. He knows the people that own the place, and he'll show you where you can park where it's tucked out of sight, so it's not a target of opportunity.
That's great, and the Cyclops will be packed up inside the rover. Fantastic.
Heading out of the Mojave, he'll just basically drive northwest,